everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you watched my last video, you know we practiced 5 sample answers for TOEFL ability speaking question 1. Well, today we're continuing with part 2, another set of 5 practice questions to help you master this task. So if you're ready to build confidence and improve your score, let's dive right in. The first question today is, as a task for your assignment, which one of the following will you choose? A review of the novel you read recently. Read out your favorite poem. Act out a sense from the play. Let's see how I did it. Personally, if I had to choose a task for my assignment, I would prefer writing a review of a novel I recently read because it matches my hobby and writing habit. Since primary school, I have enjoyed writing about everything I observe, such as my daily thoughts about school, memories of holiday trips, or even reflections on characters in films. So writing a novel reviews comes naturally to me after finishing a book. In addition, as a literature major, I can produce a high quality review. Instead of just commenting emotionally, I use analytical frameworks to evaluate the novel, which makes my review more convincing and insightful. Therefore, I believe reviewing a novel is the most suitable assignment for me. Alright, let's move up to the second practice question. This one asks you to choose between a written paper test, a presentation, or creating a video as your form of assessment. Personally, if I had to choose a form of assessment, I would prefer giving a presentation because it allows more freedom and creativity. For example, I often struggle with written paper tests as I couldn't memorize all the materials or cite sources correctly without books. But with presentations, I don't face those problems. I just need to organize my ideas and express them logically. In addition, as a researcher, I know how to catch the audience's attention. From presenting at many conferences, I've learned to make the introductions engaging and the transition between sections smooth. Therefore, I believe a presentation is the most suitable type of assessment for me. And here's the full sample response. Now let's continue with the question 3. Here you need to decide which invention is the best for students, an ebook, a smartphone, or an online class. Personally, I believe the smartphone is the best technological invention for students because it makes accessing applications and online platforms much easier. For example, instead of carrying a heavy laptop, students can simply use a smartphone to join online classes or read ebooks anywhere. This way, they can stay consistent with their lessons and reading habits, even while traveling. In addition, smartphones can also motivate students to self-study and do research. With smartphones, they can easily use resources such as Google and YouTube. They don't have to rely too much on teachers because they can explore and satisfy their curiosity directly. Therefore, I believe the smartphone is the most valuable technological advancement for students. You can pause to see the full response sample here. Let's jump into question 4. Do you agree that experienced doctors are better than young ones? I definitely agree that experienced doctors are better than young ones because they are more competent and reliable. For example, during a health checkup last year, some interns examined my teeth and tried to diagnose the problem. They seemed unsure and the process took much longer than usual. In addition, experienced doctors usually have a more stable mentality than beginners. Doctors often face unexpected situations such as medical emergency, patient deaths, or sudden shift changes. With seniority, experienced doctors remain calm and handle these challenges more effectively. Therefore, I strongly believe experienced doctors should be valued more than young ones. And finally, let's look at our last practice question today. The question 5. Do you agree or disagree that the youth should learn more about domestic cars along with their studies? Let's see how I did it. I definitely agree that young people should learn more about household chores along with their studies because it benefits both physical health and mental health. For example, after a long day studying, I usually clean my room and wash the dishes to release my energy and reduce stress or negative thoughts. These routines makes me feel calmer and more focused when I return to my studies. In addition, doing course today is much easier than earlier times. Thanks to technological advancement, young people can learn how to use washing machines, vacuum cleaners, and this soon go do the rest. This helps them save time for study. Therefore, I strongly believe that besides studies, the youth should learn more about domestic cars. And here is the full response, sample response for the final question. Great job practicing with me today. That's enough for speaking question one samples completed. If you missed part one, go check it out for even more practice. And don't forget, in the next video, we will continue with more speaking strategies to boost your score. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and drop your own samples answer in the comments. I would love to see how you practice. Thanks so much for watching and see you in the next video.